to this edition of Master the Art of Effective Communication, Interview and Image Impact Skills. Things a little differently, and for those of you who've been with us the past couple of years, I hope you've retained and remember some of the stuff that we've gone over and that you can apply it to this new version of working this particular program. Okay, so our lesson plan for today is very simple, and we're going to work on it, which I'll explain. And I guess I should say that, again, for the sake of YouTube, that I am Sue Johnson from Wake Up and Live's Actors Studio, and we are here because we receive funding from the United Black Fund so that we can do these community service projects. So we always are grateful that Melanie Butler, the executive director, and Alina Griffin, the program manager, can bring us in at least once a year. So anyway, we want to thank them, and we want to bring this new edition of the Master the Art for Effective Communication, Interview and Image Impact Skills. So we're moving on, and here's what we're going to be doing today. In terms of, the focus will be on creating your passion and working on that. Cecilia, here, you can take a look. Since last year, what have you either been working on or what have you been hoping? Tell me, bring us up to date just a little tiny bit. Yeah, till you get through.
Well, the last time when I seen you, I was working on my GED. And I just got it October 14th.
Oh, stop. Round of applause. Round of applause. Yes.
And me and Angela, we both were working together, and we both came. She got hers a week before I did.
Oh, Angela too? Hot dog. See how the program works?
We're both trying to start a new career chapter in our life where we're going back to Tri-C. We're going to Tri-C because the doors have opened up now since we got our GED that was closed before.
Hot dog. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So we're not walking through the doors, we're running.
All right. Round of applause. Okay, Gabby, since we've seen each other last year, bring us up to date quickly.
I finally got my apartment.
Yes. Hot dog. Yes. Okay.
And I'm waiting for my 9th grandbaby to be born.
Good Lord, child. All right, what you been up to, Missy?
I'm Beverly. I'm still enrolled at Tri-C. I have received a first-time $500 scholarship for being a first generation.
Going to school.
I just received a $600 Trios grant for student support services. And I'm just finishing up my associates in arts.
Hot dog.
It does work.
Yes. Bon?
Okay, since the last I've seen you, although I'm still working for the Cleveland Public Library, I've changed locations. I'm closer to home. I'm at the Union Branch. And let's see, I'm still active at church, St. Agnes, Our Lady of Fatima. But again, the being empowered, learning the skills that I was taught through all the workshops, being able to work with the people that I have, and a lot of management changes went on. So therefore, it's been gratifying really to go to work, you know.
Okay,
so
gratifying to go to work. Hot dog.
Thank you.
What's your last name, hon? How are you?
Good.
Is this now? How long have you been with the program?
This is my first time.
The first visit? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you are interested, as these ladies have been working on being empowered to become the best that you can be. And in this case, kind of we'll be working on career success, whatever that means to you. And we're going to come back to that in just a moment. Okay, you two, we know how successful you've been. Gwen, what's been up with you this past year?
Well, I've been active in my first grandchild's life. Like I said, I'm hoping for good health, you know, so I can sort of see her grow a little bit.
Okay.
And that's basically, you know,
You doing anything career-wise, work-wise, employment-wise?
Oh, well, right now I'm at Superior Neon Health Center
Uh-huh.
as an ambassador, and I deal with the consumers on different things such as pre-visitation information sheets and post-visit information sheets.
Okay.
See with what's ever needed.
Okay, well, that's a job right there. Okay. Okay, and Miss Eunice, darling.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy, Eunice.
I'm just looking for employment.
What kind of employment?
Cashier or whatever I can get right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm in this fine arts class making things out of clay.
Ooh, lovely,
And
lovely.
they just gave us a paper last night that we can auction. They have an auction, and we can put in 3 of our things that
Pieces,
we made.
yes.
Pieces that we made. to
Hot
get.
dog. So is that a blooming career possibility for you being in the arts?
It could be.
Okay, well, we're coming back to that, but round of applause and
Yes,
all right, now. Okay, so that brings us to our work today, and which is very simple. Now, some of you have been looking for positions, some of you are in positions, some of you are doing your educational stuff, but we have a couple of questions that we want to ask you, and want to know right now, of those of you who spoke about employment now, how many of you can just raise your hand, are pursuing your passion of employment? Not just working, but pursuing your passion for work. One of you, or 2 of you, my surprise guest back there, and our program director. Okay, and now the second part of that, if you're not pursuing your passion in terms of employment, what are you going to do to get to that point? And in your case, stay at that point and certainly grow from there, because it never stops. We promised that from the time I started working with you ladies till now. And how many of you are witness to the fact once you start working on yourself in your life, it never stops. Yeah, it keeps on going once you make that commitment to become empowered to be the best that you can be. Okay, now, the idea is to start really working on doing those things that express your passion in terms of employment. So we got a 5-step action plan this time that we want to work on so that we can achieve the position of passion. Now, step 1, figure it out and claim it. Step 2, communication, and we're going to go through exercises. Step 3, interview. Step 4, image impact. And step 5, overcoming challenges, which includes being grateful and thankful. Did you get a set of, No, but I can get them. Okay. Can I have 2 sets, please? Maybe. There you go. Okay. All right, now, Eunice, if we could wave that proverbial magic wand, what would be your employment, your perfect employment, which demonstrates your passion for it? And remember, ladies, we don't think about money, we don't think about health, we don't think about family obligations. All we're doing is coming from our hearts. Why is that child crawling across the floor trying to avoid the camera? Oh, help us.
I was trying not to.
I know, darling, I know.
Ain't gonna come.
Now I forgot what I was saying. But that's, that's not unusual for me. But anyway, what would be your position of passion? And don't think of any complications.
Sewing.
Sewing. What kind of sewing?
Making clothes.
What kind of clothes?
For adults and children.
Okay, everyday clothes, career clothes, play clothes, work clothes.
All of it.
Okay. And then what would you do with your finished garments?
Put them up for sale.
In your home, out at a store?
Well, I would do it online and out my home and try
Okay.
to get a building.
And you wouldn't even necessarily these days need a building. When I first started, having a location was essential, critical, vital. And now with the computer age, and who knows, maybe next time around it'll be a space age if you're in a spaceship. But that's where we are now. That no stigma attached to working from home, and the computer has just taken over worldwide in the planet. Gwen, tell us a little bit about if you could be pursuing your passion, regardless of everything else in your life, what would that be?
Probably building relationships with people. In the work agency world, rather, people don't seem to be able to get along.
Okay.
And the people, you know, they use the term drama a lot. And, you know, speaking of people, hopefully repairing relationships.
Okay, now stop there. Did somebody put fragrance on? Oh, Lord, you know how I am with fragrance. Okay. And you got asthma. Oh, the door closed, too.
But I'm gonna be okay.
Okay, yeah, but all of a sudden it hit me. And I'm like, Beverly, this, Okay, so now I need you to be just a little bit, what would you be, something like a human resource manager? Would you be like a humanitarian and go out on missions in the community, or?
I think it should start probably in the educational area of young teenagers getting along, and because they're the next people that's going to move up into those areas where people are holding down these positions right now.
Okay, so you would kind of lean toward working with younger folks to help these relationship building and humanitarian issues. Mm-hmm. Okay, Miss Angela, tell us about what your passion would be with no things to complicate it.
Would probably be an instructor for the young people, as far as like teaching them etiquette.
Okay.
And,
now, are you saying that because you're thinking about it, or has this been a internal dream or desire of yours?
yes, but to tell you the truth, I don't really know what my passion is.
Hold that point. Okay, yes ma'am, Miss Cecilia.
I guess my passion is to be debt-free and less stressful.
All right, now how would you go about that in terms of passion and employment relations?
Just being more aware of what am I spending, focused on having a budget, knowing my needs and not my wants.
Okay.
And,
would you do this through a career, or would you do this as a homemaker? Would you?
I don't want a career. I'm just saying when I retire, because that's my plan.
So when you retire from
Work.
what kind of work, hon?
Any. I mean, I want to be just get retired, to travel, do whatever I wanted to do, or whatever.
So you want to be independently wealthy, have resources, just to live your life as a free spirit, so to
Yes,
speak.
exactly.
Okay, so it's not necessarily career or employment related.
I'm not looking for a career.
Okay, but we still got to ask the question, how you going to get to that point where you can be independent, free?
Being more focused on getting out of debt, so I won't have to have the stress of wanting to do things that I can't do because I don't have the money to do it.
Okay, well, we'll revisit that, because there you go. All right, and yes, darling.
What is my passion?
Yeah.
I would like to have me first get a computer and learn the computer better.
Okay.
And work in an office.
Now, is that your dream from your heart, or is
Yeah,
that
I've
because
always loved doing
Okay.
the computer and working in the office.
Okay. Have you decided what kind of office?
No. It's in an office where I'll be like the only secretary. So everybody will have to come to me, yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Beverly? Hey, darling, how you doing? What about you, ma'am?
My passion would be working in human services, helping chemical dependency adolescents and adults with their addiction,
Uh-huh.
and I can teach them that. Well, and so that's why I'm trying to further my education,
Yes.
so I can be a social worker.
Okay.
And,
Work with adolescents and those with dependence issues.
Absolutely, alcoholic chemical dependence issues.
Okay. All right, and now, Yvonne, I know you're kind of well on your road, but where does your passion take you from here? In terms of employment and working in the library or anywhere else?
In a volunteering services, is that where I'll be going? Because soon I'm at that age to retire. Oh, okay, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you're right.
But while I'm at the library, though, I mean, I planned on, or hopefully, knowing the passion that I have for the little ones, trying to, and I could carry that over into church, whereas I would see myself, you know, just helping the little ones out, because it's a lot of people that don't have the patience with the little ones as, you know, someone else do. I could see that. I could teach them better over our little counter with them checking out, and, you know,
Give
you
them
can see
skills
somebody.
to help them function better.
Exactly.
Okay, sounds good. Marie, yeah.
Mary.
Mary, okay.
I don't know how I would make money out of this, but I would
Don't worry about that part. Go with just what you feel your dreams and your heart are saying to you.
I believe there should be a program for foster children and children that are leaving the orphanage between 18 and 22 to help them learn how to get an apartment or learn how to live on their own, because at this point I believe they're pretty much given a very basic idea of what they can do and a very small amount of money and sent out, and a lot of them end up in some type of system. And so I think if there was somebody there for them to help direct them, like a parent would do, that they would succeed more.
And I believe, according to our society and our foster system and so forth, that a person turns 18 and they're essentially turned loose on society.
Exactly.
With no skills, nothing to help them survive,
There should be
cope,
somebody there.
for transition.
It's called independent living.
But
They got a program called independent living.
But without any education or training to help them be independent livers. Unless do you know of a specific program in existence now?
Yes.
Oh, what is it?
Independent living. Yes, they give
Who
you.
runs that?
It's not Beachbrook. It's one of those.
YWCA has
Yeah,
one?
Applewood or something like that.
Okay,
and
so-
they help you to get your apartment, and they give you stipends every week, like, you know, for your food. You got a food check or whatever that you get every week or whatever. They come by, they get you in all type of programs and everything. There is a program out there for
Do
it.
they direct them directly from those foster situations to that, or do they kind of have to find that on their own?
Well, now it's not as, you know, advertised as it should be, but, you know, if your children had just came out of foster care, you know, whatever, they had a good social worker or whatever, a good case manager, then they'll just take them right on in and, you know, usher them in.
Right.
But it's not.
The reason it's not advertised or well known is because these are very specific programs. These programs, Beachbrook, Applewood, and what else? Were those the two, or was there one more? Those, the YWCA. Now I can't speak with the YWCA, but the other two are primarily oriented toward working with young people who have specific problems.
Right.
Mental health challenges in particular, sometimes behavioral challenges, but the general foster population, everybody in foster, the general population is turned loose at 18 and said, the world says bye-bye, figure it out for yourself. So that is a definite area of need if you decide that that is your passion, and we'll go from there. Okay, who's that snuck back in here? Hi again. What would be your passion, your dreams regarding career, employment, position if there were no obstacles? Don't let money, health, anything get in your way.
Continue to work with the population with doing social services, social work.
Okay,
Like
what
I've been
population, hon?
I've worked with the parents, and they range from the grandparents' age to the teenagers, depending on the age group. Because I had worked in Head Start, and so Head Start, all different populations come with its early child development program. But you have all populations you're working with, and
is there a favorite population that you find you're more attracted to?
No, I enjoy working with the family.
All ranges, okay,
all
age ranges
ranges.
and so forth. Okay. Now I know you're coming in, you're just coming in, sweetheart. How you been this year?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. So have you thought about what we're talking about now? Is taking time to find out what each lady's passion is as it relates to career, employment, or position without putting any obstacles. What is your heart crying out for you to do when it comes to career, employment?
Well, recently it was to become employed, but right now I would like to open up my own business.
And what business is that? We talked about it before.
Catering.
Catering. What kind of catering? High-class wedding catering, home catering, birthday parties?
Business catering.
Business catering. So like companies who need luncheons and conferences and so forth. Okay, very good, ladies. So a lot of you know what you think you want to do in terms of your passion. Some of you aren't sure. Some of you don't even know at this point. But no matter what, what's the matter now? Oh, I keep losing people.
Right. I have to schedule peer transit. And they're here, and my window was not supposed to start till 1 o'clock, so they need to. Well, maybe by the time I get downstairs, it'll be 1 o'clock. But Daphne just told me, because she thought it was her peer transit, but when she said it was mine, that's how I went. What?
Okay.
Sorry for the
keep it more on, Lester, keep it more on close up than,
I'm sorry.
You know, for when I'm talking. Okay. That's all right, darling. We'll catch you another time.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Well, I will be back in December. Okay. Whatever wherever you are right now in terms of pursuing your passion, some of you have a clear idea, some of you don't have a good idea at this point. But let me tell you how it all begins. Like I was asking some of you to be a little more specific and descriptive. So what I want everybody to do, and we've done this before, but it is still a standard procedure to begin to look inward and to begin to get or continue to have an idea of what is your heart saying to you. So I want everybody to put all the, if you got any papers and pencils, this is an exercise that we all should be doing every day. We should be carving out time every day, whether it be the morning when we first get up, afternoon, or in the evening before we go to bed. And that is what we call getting still in the silence. This is the few moments that we spend getting in touch with who we are and really taking a look at what we want, what we are feeling. So I want everybody to close your eyes, put papers, pens down. This is going to be a quick exercise. And I want you to close your eyes, put your hands preferably in your lap, palm upwards preferably. Your feet squarely planted on the floor. Okay? Now I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a deep, deep cleansing, purifying breath. Pulling it all in. Now hold it. Hold it for just a moment. Now release and let it go. Release and let it go. Let's take another deep, deep cleansing, purifying breath. Pulling all that energy up through your chest, your neck, your head. Hold it. Now release. Let go. And allow yourself to begin to relax. Relax. Let the day's cares and worries drain away. Drain away. Let's take a from our pelvic area, our hips, our thighs, our stomach, our chest, our lungs, our neck, shoulder, our head. Hold it for just a second. Now release and allow relaxation to take over your entire being from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Relax. Relax and let go. Relax, let go. Breathing gently, rhythmically, easily. Now I want you to lock this feeling of joy, peace, prosperity, harmony, empowerment, etc. Lock it in, because I want you to feel good. Pursuing your passion or discovering or beginning to discover what that passion is. Lock in the feeling of joy, relaxation, peace, prosperity, and harmony, because you're getting ready to come back to the here and now, to the count of 3. Taking a last look around your imagined passionate place. 1. Taking a last look around and feeling the power of the joy, the happiness, the prosperity, the peace, etc. 3, coming back to the here and now so that you can use the energy involved in creating your life according to your passion. Coming back to the here and now. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Everybody coming back